Stone's Gambling Hall. I always thought that is marvelous name. With the recent scandal, cheating, and probably employees being involved, the trademark went down. I was debating didn't want to go in really. It was on my road and one of the stops on my trip, but since the scandal, I really didn't want to go in. Well, I met at Thunder Valley a couple of nights ago some people that work here, really nice people, and that's the point. People are actually good at Stone's Gambling Hall. What happened, the scandal, shouldn't be blamed on other people and employees. So that's the table where it was going on, the scam. The boat is around the corner to the right, on opposite side.
That cougar's gonna eat you alive.
Well, that was my excursion to Stones. Well, let me tell you, see that place? Stones. I was cheated. They cheated me. No, actually I lost like a donkey. But it was so exciting. There's no cheating. People are good, players are nice, dealers, girls, the waitresses, and the floor people, really nice guys. Really nice guys. Played 5-6 hours and bad one, I'll tell you. Actually, first 40 minutes was disaster. It was like roller coaster. Well, that's the corrupted video that I recorded talking about the hands that I played at Stones. That's what I found in my camera. So I had to recreate this. I have notes from the game. I really don't remember the atmosphere anymore. Game has two parts. I walked in, went to register for the game. 2-5 game didn't start yet. There was like 3 or 4 tables at that moment. 1-2 game, which is 200 maximum buy-in, and 1-3 game with higher buy-in. Is it 300 or 500? I don't remember. Higher buy-in. So I registered for 1-3, but I was, I think, maybe 6th on the list. He said they're going to open the table soon. So then he asked me if I want to go to 1-2 game. They have open seat. Okay, let's kill time. So I sit in 1-2. I'm in the seat number 2. Seat number 9, crazy, loose, aggressive guy. Crazy. He is not even sitting, and he has his buddy next to him. He's ready to go. He has about 600 or 700 in front of him. Basically, he goes pre-flop 20 without looking on the flop. He goes 100, and then he gets lucky on the river. So I just sat down. First hand, I look at King 3 off. He raised 20 pre-flop without looking. I don't want to call that with King 3. So I folded. Flop was 6-3-3. So I would get lucky, but I didn't play that hand. Then I said, maybe this is the sign that I have to play. So we have a crazy guy, and looks like I'm going to get lucky cards. So next hand, I decide I'm going to play it, no matter what I have. Again, he makes it 20 pre-flop. I look at my hand, and I have had 8-9 of hearts. Promising. So I call 20. I'm in a cutoff, actually. Flop is 10, 9, 4, 2 hearts. I have a flush draw, middle pair. Crazy guy bets 20. I go all in. I have only 200. That's maximum buy-in there. He folds. I said, I'm going to get some lucky cards here. let's play this game. Next hand, I look at ace king. Wow, I'll let him raise now pre-flop. He doesn't care. He goes 20 pre-flop and yelling at me, sit 2, let's go all in, me and you, pre-flop. He's one of those guys, they do that. So before I could act, player on my right side goes all in for $60 only. I decided I'm just gonna call. So I call 60. Well, crazy guy goes all in. So I don't have a problem now. I'm gonna play this one. Okay, I'm all in. What can he have? 3 of us see the flop. King, king, 3. Bingo. Turn was ace, river, 8. All in guy shows pocket 5s. He's out. I show my ace king. Crazy guy shows ace king. Chop. No. I wanted this pot so bad. Next hand. I had a queen 9, and again there was 20 pre-flop that several of us called. Flop was queen 9, 4. I bet, everybody folded. But I'm up a little bit now. Next hand, pocket jacks. Can you believe this? I'm getting good cards actually. I raised pre-flop 15. There was one call. Crazy guy makes it 30. I didn't want to mess with this, so I go all in. The guy that called $15, he calls, and the crazy guy folds. I have a situation here. This guy shows ace king, but the board was 10 high and I won. I'm up 300. Next hand, I have ace king. This streak of good hands, this is unbelievable. And I managed to go all in for $80, which was maximum of somebody who had ace queen. The board was 4-card flush and his queen of diamonds wins this hand. So I lost that 80. Then I lose 2 more pots in a row. And I'm now, from being up 300, I'm now down $50. So I have about 150, and I lose about $50 chasing a flush with jack 9 suited, 2 spades on the board, and didn't make the flush. That cost me 50, so now I have only 100 in front of me. I had another 100, so I'm in a game for 300. Pocket 5s. I managed to go all in with the crazy guy. He even didn't look at his cards. Flop was 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 on a river. He flips 6, 7 for a straight. Rebuy, 200 more. Immediately, I was all in and lost those 200. I don't remember the hand. So I buy another 200, so I'm now in a game for 700. This is not gonna work. I have to do something. Well, eventually, crazy guy packs and leaves, and game starts dying. There's no more action. There's no 20 pre-flop. There's no all in on a flop. Game becomes boring. Couple players left. Now we're short-handed, and they call me for 1-3 game. I move over there. It's a little different game than 1-2. Stacks are higher, so it plays a little different. I basically was almost even for 700 that I'm in the game for when I got pocket queens. I raised to 15 pre-flop, button calls, and the small blind makes it 30. I just called and button calls. 3 of us see the flop. 6, 3, deuce. Small blind bets 45. I call, button makes it 150. Small blind goes all in and I fold. Button calls. When small blind showed 4-5, he mucked. I don't know what he had, but basically small button re-raised me pre-flop, and I didn't go all in or raise again. So I let him see with 4-5 the flop 6-3 deuce. From that moment, everything started going downhill again. A little after this mess with pocket queens, I have a king 10 of diamonds. Button raised $20. There were 2 callers. I called and cutoff called. So there's 5 of us to see the flop. Queen, jack, 9. Alrighty, we're there. There was a check and $50 bet. I called, and cutoff goes all in for 120. 2 of us called, and before dealer put the next card, I went all in the dark. I got a call. Turn was queen, river was 8, and I got $600 pot. That makes me almost even for 700 loss in a 1-2 game. For some reason, I changed the seat from seat 7 to seat 2, and I get 3 hands in a row, ace king, ace queen, and king queen, and I lose all 3, probably about 250, 300. It was already late, and I kind of start hating the place. You know, when things don't go your way and you're not satisfied with the results and the way you play, you start hating people around you at the casino. I managed with King Jack to run into pocket aces on a King High board and lose another couple hundred. And that was it for that night. I was down $134 in 1-3 game and $700 in that gambling 1-2 game. Altogether, they cheated me at stones for $834. I left. I'm not going back. My next stop will be Fresno. There's a card room I played before that. It's part of a Holiday Inn hotel, I think. I hope I get more luck. Also, good luck to you at the Felt.